In this video, we will go over customizing the title page of your website. So now that my site is set up, I can start building content in the site. So the first thing that we're going to do is just customize it. So change the colors and the text type and the font to something that's a little bit more reflective of what my topic is or how I want to present my website. So the first thing that we're going to look at changing is this background image here. So you can see at the moment it is just some grey squares in the form of a pattern. I want to change this to be more reflective of the topic. So I'm preparing a website on polar bears. So I want something that's related to polar bears, or perhaps even a polar bear as my background image for my site. So when I click on this change image arrow, drop down arrow here, I'm able to modify this to have a different image. So I can either upload an image from my computer or I can select an image. First, we'll do select an image. Now, within this option menu, I have a variety of different options. I can select an image that comes with the Google Suite Gallery. So they're just free images part of Google. If I find a particular image on the internet, I can pop the address of that image here, or I can search for an image from Google, or I can grab an image off my Google Drive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a gallery image, so just a stock image that's part of Google. And as I'm preparing a website on polar bears, I'd be looking for something that's somewhat related to polar bears or where polar bears might be found. So there's this lovely one here with like a snowy kind of background. So I think I'm going to select that one there. And in order to select, I just click on the image. You can see that the image is now ticked and it's highlighted blue, which means it's an active selection. And I hit the button select at the bottom. Now you can see the background image has changed to this snow image. Say I decided I wanted to actually change that to an image of a polar bear. So I'm going to go back into the change image menu and I'm going to click select image. And then in there, I'm going to search for an image. So I'm looking for an image for a polar bear. So in the search box, I'm going to type the word polar bear and I'm going to click on search. And you can see I've got a few different options of polar bear images to include. That's the image that I want to include. So I click on the image. You can see it's now selected and it's blue with the tick, and I hit select. And that will now change the background to a polar bear. The other thing I can do is I can change what type of header it is. So at the moment it's set up to have an image in the background and then the text at the front. If I wanted to change that and I wanted just an image, so it's just a longer image, I could do that. I could change the size. I could just have like a banner, or I could just have the title. So I might go with the large banner because I can see more of my polar bear there. And once I'm happy with that, again, I just click out. The next thing that I want to do is modify my text. So I'm going to highlight the text. And you can see when I do that, my text formatting window opens up. So this gives me the option to change the size, change the font, change the color, bold it, underline it, etc. And also pick what type of style of text this is. So this is actually a title because it's the title of my page. So I'm going to keep it as title by clicking on this down arrow here. I'm going to change the font to one that comes up in my menu here. So I might just pick Roboto, and you can see some fonts give me options of working with that font. So I'm just going to go back to Roboto and I'll do bold. I can bold it, I can make it bigger or smaller. And then once I'm happy, I click out. In the next video, we'll talk about adding text, images, embedding content, and building the site.